begin here at 6 o'clock with the latest on the shooting of a man who walked in on two burglars in his home. The victim, Wesley Nelson, is recovering and two suspects in jail.
Police say Nelson came home after voting yesterday and one burglar ran out the back door, but the other grabbed the victim's own gun and shot him 3 times. News on 6 crime reporter Lori Fulbright has our top story tonight. Lori?
Well, Terry, this case was solved as fast as it was thanks to an alert neighbor who had seen an unfamiliar car parked next to a neighbor's house and took the time to write down the tag number. Police say that small act led them to 2 suspects, 2 confessions, and loads of incriminating evidence. Police say the 2 burglars were stealing Wesley Nelson's TV when he came home. They say Ethan Dentlinger ran out the back, but Christian Raber ran to a bedroom dresser and grabbed the victim's gun. Wesley struggled with Raber, but was shot 3 times, then called 911. When police got there, they were delighted to meet this woman, Vicky, an alert neighbor who had spotted something suspicious at her neighbor's house.
I noticed someone peering over my neighbor's fence, so I told my husband that seemed kind of creepy, and he said, let's drive around the block, and I said, okay. And so when we drove around the block, the man was in his car talking on his phone, and my husband said, get a piece of paper and a pencil, and let's take down his tag number.
Turns out that neighbor was broken into, and then Wesley was burglarized and shot less than an hour later, just 3 blocks away. Police say that tag number was key to both.
It all came in huge in this case.
It led them to Dentlinger. Police say he confessed to the burglary and said he heard gunshots as he was running away. They say he and Raber then met up at Raber's house, which was right next door to the victim. Records say the 2 teenagers talked about how Wesley was probably dead. Then they both changed their clothes and went to the mall. Dentlinger's family convinced him to surrender. Officers found Raber and says he still had the victim's stolen gun in his pocket and confessed. They also found 2 live rounds that fit the gun and 3 spent cartridges in a jewelry box, a box that had been stolen in an earlier break-in. Police urge all neighbors to look out for each other because you just never know when something small might lead to a big break in a case.
It makes me feel great that we could help out and catch somebody that did something really bad.
Police say Raber also confessed to another burglary, and Dentlinger was arrested for burglary just last fall. Police say there have been quite a few break-ins in the Brookside area, and all have the same M.O. But of course, this one went horribly wrong. They say this proves just how fast a property crime that seems so simple can turn into a violent crime. Lori Fulbright, the News on 6.